the Fall League of Final Fantasy Randomizer. I am your commentary, Franklin RN, joined in the booth with my co-com Scar. Good night, Scar. How is everything going?
Well, we got a wonderful race tonight. We got some wonderful parties and some wonderful blessings and some wonderful everything. It's gonna be great. This winter tournament on a stick, game 3, week 3. Things are coming down to the wire. We've got Luffy, Rex, Ike, and Darkmoon. Some fan favorites, I'd say. We're gonna be buying some magic. There's not a single mage on your screen, but everyone's gonna be casting spells because they're all on sticks. Every weapon casts a spell, and it can be any spell. It's not gonna be nuke. We keep wanting nuke, but it's not gonna be nuke. It doesn't need to be fast either. Why don't we need to buy fast to see that?
Yeah, so our fighters have a very nice blessing known as Steel Cast Fast. So that means we don't have to find a fast stick for them to be supercharged melee.
So you probably still want to find a fast stick, because 1, steel armor is expensive, so you're probably not going to buy 2 of them until the end of the seed. And I don't think it protects you against slow too. It just casts fast in the beginning of battle, doesn't constantly set your status to fast. So
that is a good point.
Fast is kind of a safety valve. It's gonna save you time to have the steel armor on. You only buy 1 steel armor because they're like 60k because it's winter tournament price scaling. The winter tournament 2024 scaling and incentive structure has been lifted for this flag set, so it's all loose except for the fetch quests. So your fetch quests are going to turn into some good gear, or maybe a letter opener.
And another great thing about a fast stick is that you can cast it. Oh, they do. At least we have an Ice 2, and our thieves start with 4,000 gold each, so we are very rich.
Wait.
And can buy Ice 2s.
What? Is Darkmoon playing the right seed?
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, that looks different.
He's got the right party comp. Wait. Darkmoon might be playing the wrong seed. Thief flags, bullet, red mage. I think Darkmoon's playing the wrong seed.
This is the first time I've seen this happen. Luffy finds a rod in Earth and a life sword. That is very good. Now, life swords and fast sticks are helpful in more ways than one. To get the bonus point, you have to use spells that have no effect on your party. So you can cast fast on an already fasted character or life on a living character a few times, and then you get your bonus point.
Wait, this might be... Because he had that same first encounter. We'll see if he's... Oh no, he's definitely playing the wrong seed. That's different. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he should be about to find the rod and the life stick. Wait, there's a rod.
There's a rod.
And a ribbon +6. Yeah, it's a different seed with... That's very eerily similar somehow. Princess Sarah gives us the boat, which, as a reminder, is airboat. If you find the floater, you can take off directly from the ocean.
Yes, we'll hopefully get... hopefully Darkmoon gets the right way going. That sword was a rune sword. They found with the hurt magical, which is nice. Yeah, Darkmoon's been commentated. Commentated? Not commentated. Notified. But he's on the runners are on a 10-minute delay, so it's gonna be 10 minutes or so before he loads up the right seed
finds out. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Darkmoon.
Oh, X on a box. That is We have only one monster box enabled in this flag set, and that is the Warmech Guardian of the Masamune. So when you see an X on a box, you know it's gonna be the Masamune. You know it's gonna be Warmech. I don't think anyone's going back for that. Could be nice to shore up XP at the end. Warmech's very valuable.
Yeah, Warmech is good for XP. And hey, we have lots of strong melees that could benefit from Amasa. Oh, and the weapons, and I think that's Provoco that Luffy's in right now, aren't good either.
Yeah, Lit is okay. Lit will do the improved level 1 spells are on. So Luffy's Lit sticks will do Lit 3 damage, but only for a single target.
Okay, that was the Elfland store. We've yet to see the Provoco weapons.
Yeah, no, Provoca hasn't been found. This is sneaky little town shuffle going on here.
Rex found the herb in Dwarves, which can be turned in right away for a very helpful item.
Nah, it's gonna be letter opener. Letter opener -1. I'm calling it right now. Oh yeah, wall sticks were also available for purchase. So while not necessarily necessary offensively, a wall stick does a lot for you in the fight against I guess any of the fiends, but most importantly against Chaos.
Right. And again, it could be used as your useless stick 3 times for the bonus point.
These weapons have all sucked. There have been no spells on landing on the shop weapons. This is still just the shuffle shops instead of a more randomized shop decision. That's a Ruse Cat Claw? That's right. Oh wait, no, that's Ruse Cat Claw for Dark Moon on the wrong seed, sorry.
Yeah, I keep looking at Dark Moon to be like, okay, that's a cool thing for the seed, but it's not the right seed.
That's unfortunate.
Luffy and Ike are coming out of the exact same shark encounter at the exact same time. That was cool.
Ooh, Temper Bonk from the herb, which is very nice.
Yeah, our guaranteed offense item is Temper.
Yeah, at +4, that's actually probably decent enough to equip, and would go on the person that would normally get the Saber. If you don't find Saber, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be pretty nice. No sight, you know, no head nor hair of steel armor yet. A little sad about that.
Ooh, right, the Odd Eye is discolored. All the enemies are discolored because we have the alternate formations. So we'll be seeing some interesting non-vanilla enemy combos and enemies in interesting places. Like those Arsa hags that Dark Moon saw, even though they aren't in the main seed, is a good example of all the weirdness that comes out of the new enemy formations.
I wonder if that's different if you play... I'm waiting to see the same encounter on several different screens to see if the fun % option of playing with swapped palettes also affects that.
Oh, that would be an interesting idea. Does it also change the swap palettes to a different new palettes?
I don't know. I play with that setting. I turned that setting on when I started playing, and I haven't turned it off. But
so far, I've seen everyone have the same alternate palettes. Like for the sharks, there was the same shark palette.
All right, we have located area of effect weapons. We've got Quake sticks and Saber chunks. Saber, the unsung hero of this flag set. I guess the well-sung hero of this flag set, depending on your perspective.
Yeah.
But I'll sing its praise. Bane and Quake. Love me some Quake.
And between Bane and Quake, you've got the best and most versatile options for sweeper insta-death. Almost every enemy is vulnerable to at least one of those two.
I think vulnerable is a strong word. Susceptible is probably more what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Vulnerable implies
Weakness.
weakness, and I don't think there are actually a lot of enemy weaknesses going on.
Now, something about the party composition that is interesting with these flags, we do have draft with 6 characters. The draft was 2 thieves, 2 fighters, and 2 red mages. So RNG has very much blessed our runners today. They have very good blursings too. The fighter has, again, the steel armor cast fast, but they also get plus 20 strength to start with. And the thief, in addition to the plus 4,000 gold points, which is multiplied by 2 when taking both thieves, it also has Hurt Dragon, which can be very good for various grinds that you could find, and it's also just a nice buff to have in general. I believe that helps fight against Tiamat later on, which is always nice.
Well, it's not Tiamat.
Oh, right.
This is an Alt Fiends flex head, which, if you've gone and memorized all of the alternate Fiend palettes, this palette swap effect could be of use to you. I wouldn't recommend going and memorizing all the Alt Fiend palettes so that you know them maybe half a dungeon early because you don't know where each one is.
That is a good point. We do not know what the weaknesses of our alt fiends are until we see them. Rex is now diving into Earth. And we do have the rods, so we can go all the way through. Harm 4 Axe, not great when you don't have a white mage with improved harm. But it can still come in handy.
It was still Hurt Undead, so it was still a light axe would be not terrible to swing. Especially at
we're equipping
4.
it.
Ooh, and the Opal bracelet from the crown, I believe for multiple people. I just didn't find a moment to squeak that in earlier.
Yeah, Opal bracelet is going to be useful early on no matter what because anyone can equip it.
It's just useful no matter what because anyone can equip it. Yo, Quad X stick. All right, we're gaming. I think it's a Quad X
600.
A flame sword. Yeah, it's set to 600, and with the enemy scaling, that hits a lot of your friends now. Zap. That's really nice.
We're
Zap
completing
on the black shirt.
Reaper Insta-Death trilogy. Or Trinity. You got all of our options.
Yeah, and the only enemy in the game that outright resists time magic is Chaos.
Yeah, with the balance of it being, of course, that Zap doesn't have as strong of an accuracy.
Counteraxe went into it looked like double vampire, whiz vampire, mage, which actually wouldn't be terrible for XP if they could get through it.
There's also a Zap Bonk. I didn't notice that before. Or did I missee it?
It was a Zap. There might be a Zap Bonk instead of the Zeus Gauntlet. I've yet to see that.
Ooh, Chanigan brings up a good point. We are now far enough in that Dark Moon has seen the message and is now taking a look at the new seed.
Oh, that looks right. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
It'll be interesting to see if he does anything about it. Like if he does anything to play against the looks like 13 minutes or so of time loss of not knowing, or if he just plays it straight up, goes for it.
Yeah, in this situation, I would play safe to go for a guaranteed medium bracket.
Oh,
but I'm also not Dark Moon.
Medium, I don't. Yeah, it's 13 minutes is a long time in these seeds.
It is, depending on how things shake out. It can be.
Is like different. The points awarded greatly favors finishing at all costs. Whether or not, and to get a middle of the pack finish from this accident, he would have to play very, very risky.
Yeah, that's right, because we usually don't use all of the bends available. We usually have almost everyone in the first few bends, all close together. Alright, Iker makes it out of Marsh. And Luffy on his way out as well. See, Rax is heading to Elfland. Oh, to save at the end. And not res the character. Yeah. Oh, did Rax take 2 nuns?
Negative. Just not reviving.
Okay, just not reviving. It makes sense to get the extra EXP early on.
It's also, you save time, for every fight that you can get out of in one round, with 2 party members instead of 4, you save time on those 2 inputs. That's like 2 seconds. That, over the course of a dungeon, adds up to an advantage. Adamant from the tail, from the worst of the caves, Marsh Cave. The Bahamut dock is on, so we don't need our floater to go promote, and with not even the slightest hint of a black belt, you just go pop that. It's interesting that Rax didn't go for the deep Topher, or not deep Topher, deep rod dive there. They must not have liked the options they had.
Well, Cure 4 weapon, that's very expensive. That Iker is in the shop with.
Yeah, that's probably your Cat Claw. Cat Claw is the only thing that really broaches that price range. It's a shame that Cat Claw objectively sucks. It's worse than a letter opener, and the letter opener, as we all know, is terrible.
I have never used the Cat Claw in a seed.
If you can, I've never bought it. I don't think I've bought a Cat Claw in recent memory. If you are playing a flag set with truly randomized treasures and you loot a Cat Claw, it's good enough to use early on. I think I've bought them in flag sets like this, where I was, swimming in cash and had a spell I really wanted. Like, if it's Cure 4, that's top tier, top half of the spells, upper percentile there.
Yeah, Cure 4 is extremely useful, especially in the Fiend fights.
Cure 4 is also one of those weapons you can use for the bonus. If you have 4 Cure 4 sticks and you aim 4 Cure 4s at one character, you're guaranteed to get the bonus there. Well, against Chaos, yeah. Have there been any good tiles yet either? I haven't seen a good tile. I've seen a good encounter. Oh, Rex died to an encounter is probably why they didn't finish out Earth Cave when they coulda.
The tiles have something very interesting. There are the vanilla tiles, but with the new formations on top of them. But because they are the vanilla tiles, that means that the formation is that you find there lines up with where those vanilla formations are.
That's like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, yes, that is, I assume that's correct. That's also not useful information. Aside from, like, the Agamatite, they're gonna be encounters. Except for the eyeball, I think encounters from where you are. Can you encounter that Wismummy pack in Waterfall? Normally?
I think so.
It must be very rare then. But it's also something that, like, is so little of an advantage to know that, like, you're probably wasting time thinking about it. You can think about other things and get more time out of it. It's
very
neat,
true.
and it's wonderful for us to, like, point that out.
It's a fun thing that you can do as a commentator when you don't have to think about the intricacies of racing.
We don't have to think about the intricacies of racing? I don't believe that.
Well, we're not putting any inputs. We have less things to focus on.
What's Astos' base hit points?
Off the top of my head, I think it's 300, but it might be smaller than that.
Well, if it's 300, then you can always quad X him in this flag set. Let's look it up. This is what the internet's good for.
Yeah, so the power word is 600. If it's 300 and the boss scaling doesn't go past 200%, then you can always quad X it.
Yeah, Astos has a base hit points total of 168. So in this particular flag set, you can always quad X him, and you need actually some decently high scaling to not be able to quad X him in flag sets where it's at the vanilla 300.
I didn't catch where the tail was found, but Iker found it and was promoted.
Tail was from the Adamant, which is somewhere in the worst of all caves, the Marsh Cave.
Oh, right. Hey, Luffy going to be the first one to go up against whoever has become our Earth Fiend. We have lots of fiends
our temporary Lich. Yeah, I think it's what 1, 4, 5, 6 for the It's gonna be interesting. I'm hoping it's Agapago. Because we've got a lot of Canadians in the community and they deserve their representation. Oh, it's Baigen, that traitor. Shout out to Darkmoon who did the sprite work for these alt fiends. They're fantastic. It's like, especially the FF4 sprites look just so incredibly close to how they do in FF4.
Okay, we have all 3 runners in Earth Cave at once. Darkmoon is making his way through Marsh.
I know Darkmoon's like
it's not fair
to factually behind, but we shouldn't we shouldn't. You can't.
It's not fair to include Darkmoon.
It's also not fair to
ignore him. To be in Earth Cave right now.
Yeah, we're not saying
He's doing great in March King.
Dark Moon. I mean, Dark Moon has the. Oh, he doesn't have the canal yet. Dark Moon could go to Earth Cape at any time he wants to, but you can't say all 3 runners. You can't say that he's not. You can't say that he's not a runner. He is a runner, and we love Dark Moon. I was just shouting him out 10 seconds ago. Oh, that is a tile. Oh, look at that. Is that 3 Whizvamps? Oh, that's 3. Oh, that is a
3.
Woo! That's a good tile. If you want to take a grind at the end of the game, that's probably going to be the place to do it. 3 Whizvamps and a Vamp is fantastic.
Did Luffy pick up the ruby? Oh yes, the tuna. Near the end of Earth Cave at the time, right?
Oh, I saw him pick up the tuna, but I didn't process that.
I think I saw it too.
What do you think a ruby tastes like? Like this, it's obviously not a normal ruby. If our good friend the Titan can obtain sustenance from it.
I think the Titan has teeth made of either metal or stone.
No, I could eat a ruby if I tried. But like the reason we don't eat rubies isn't because we can't. It's because they provide no sustenance, right? And our body says this is just a rock. We don't want to eat it. But like this has got to be a magical ruby. What do you think it tastes like?
I would think it tastes like a very smooth rock with maybe some tingly magic coming off of it. Blueberries, Mecklin says. Our tracker, great opinion.
I was gonna say strawberries, just because it's red. Watermelon, also good choice.
We got all of our generic red flavors.
The Kool-Aid.
Red drink Kool-Aid. The color is deceiving. I agree.
I mean, color is just an illusion. It's all an illusion. Everything is an illusion. Remember, chat, life is an illusion, and we choose to live in it. Life has meaning not because it inherently has meaning, but because we assign it meaning. And we assign it meaning together, and I think that's beautiful.
And we're all coming together, a whole bunch of different people from different backgrounds who played Final Fantasy at some point, and decided, hey, the randomizer would be cool. And look at us now, we've got lots of masters of the game here duking it out in some crazy flags. Combinations of 2 very good sets. With the fruit punch flavored ruby. It's a beautiful thing.
Ikira sent Baigen back to the depths where he belongs. Rax is about to send Baigen to a similar location shortly.
And making very good use of the life stick, rezzing 2 characters.
Top tier spell. Amongst the best.
Iker taking on the spike tile that is full of the juicy EXP. And we're using the level 1 lightning spell for single damage against... Was it the mage? Or is it a fighter?
Oh, just whatever we want. This is where that harm 4x comes in, because, you know, most of this encounter tile is undead.
Luffy just picked up the Oxyale from Dwarf's Locked with the key. I did not see where the key came from.
I'm gonna... Where could it have been? It's probably from the Ruby or from Sarda.
Yeah, it probably was. We missed the Sarda.
Oh, Canal was in Matoya. Okay. Pro 2? Oh, is that Fog 2? Oh, that's that's the Bane sword. Okay.
I very often forget to check the Matoya chests in all loose flag sets.
I mean, you know, Most of the time, it's required. It's, this is a terrible encounter. A lobster followed a lobster and its progeny.
Oh, never mind. You're right. He was in
the Titan's tunnel. Sorta has something though, because I saw Luffy walking back up to the West End Titans, and you don't do that if Sorta has nothing.
I don't think we found a shop with steel armor yet.
Oh, single shard. Yeah, there. So with the shuffled shops, there is I believe exactly one shop with steel armor. I don't remember where you buy it in vanilla. I just know it shows up once in vanilla. Probably Melbond.
That sounds right, but it's been a long time since I've played vanilla. Ooh, we found the harp in the Canaria Treasury, which makes sense with the lore of this game.
Sorry, I'm recovering from that. From it being the harp.
Oh, the tail was adamant, turn it.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, the tail was from the adamant, was from the worst of all the caves, the Marsh Cave.
And we got our Fire 2+1, which is probably the Vorpal.
Which is our first damaging AoE. It could be the Excalibur. It could be the letter opener. At +1, it would merely be a metal letter opener, though. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh yeah, Mekla and our tracker pointing out not only was the Oxyale in Dwarf locked, but also a Ruse Stick.
Yeah, not a guaranteed Ruse Stick, because the guaranteed Ruse item is going to be on the Power Staff from one of our incentivized turn-ins, one of the Fetch Quest turn-ins. Or was it from a Fetch Quest turn-in? Does someone have TNT? Nobody has TNT. Okay.
The Ruse Stick ended up being a letdown multiple times because you often find Ruse Sticks in a store long before you find the incentive item, and then it's just like, oh, this isn't helpful. Almost like the paper cutter for some people.
The paper cutter? It's a letter opener. You use scissors to cut paper. But, like, the letter opener is a little knife that you use to open a letter. I understand that in our modern day and age, people of our age range don't get very many letters and thus don't have a need for a letter opener.
I do like paper cutter because it leaves it open for interpretation whether you're cutting paper with it or if it deals the same amount of damage as a paper cut would.
Now, hold on, a paper cut can be debilitating, and that's not what the Vorpal does. The Vorpal is either a real weapon at +4 or at +5, or it is a letter opener.
Okay, we got confirmation. Steel armor is in Melmond and vanilla.
I wouldn't call vanilla default, though. I think more people are playing the randomizer than playing vanilla, and the standard setting is the oh, look at that! Oh, that was a defense sword with Ice 3 bolted. I like that.
That is very nice.
Ice 3 is a legitimate spell. The
most powerful AoE spell in the game other than Nuke and Fade. Like, strongest elemental spell.
Oh no, it's stronger than Fade. Fade only deals 80 damage.
And sometimes it even outclasses Nuke depending on the enemy.
Yeah, against an Ice Weak enemy though. And that's nice. We got
the
a floater.
Rax
first in the air.
And Dragon Armor.
Just past our half-hour mark. Dragon Armor, honestly, less exciting. Though we could sell it. We could sell it for steel.
You could sell... Right, that is true. You could sell it for a steel armor, or you could just wear it. Whichever one floats your boat.
I think I'm gonna say it. You should sell the Dragon Armor in this particular seed. Because what else are you gonna do? Drop it? Because
it might be worth very little.
Fast. It could no. It's gonna be worth at least 5k, and that's significant.
All right, we get to see what is in the Elfland Treasury.
I think there's a whole lot of nothing. Luffy's already been there. A house. In this economy, a house is noteworthy.
Yes, Thavian, the floater is for floating the boat. I was trying to allude to that, but it didn't quite fall very well. It was a poor joke. We're a little bit split on puns around here.
Oh, I just didn't catch it. Because the phrase "float your boat" is is incredibly commonplace. So using it in the context of a pun is kind of a reach, honestly.
All right, we get to check our. There it is.
Max cost TNT. Oh, and max cost TNT. Rax insta buys it. I appreciate that. Like, I think if I were in their shoes, I'd think about it for a second. Like, do I really want this TNT? I've got tail in hand. I can make do with anything else. I don't necessarily need the Exhale, you know what I mean?
Okay, Rax. Also pulling up to promotion now. Got some very strong parties. Yeah, steel armor fast is
steel armor. Oh, this is okay. No, people have been here. This is the Quake and Bane shore. Oh, a Dragon Sword +5? Yeah, that's definitely worth holding on to.
But not necessarily for the Thief, because they already have Hurt Dragon.
Well, it's still +5 weapon. It's still very like, it's still solid. Like it'll take you like you will probably find something better, but it'll take you a minute to find something better. There's not a lot there's considerable amount, but not necessarily a lot that's better than a Dragon Sword. You could kill Chaos with a Dragon Sword if you have Saber. It's got just enough crit, I think.
Alright, Luffy has found a gold +5 inside of our volcano.
Ooh, an extra temper stick. We love those. Oh, there's Onrak for our Oxyel.
I keep thinking that there's weapons and armor stores here when there's
nah, there ain't. Onrak is a letdown. I went to Onrak and all I got was this suspicious drink that lets me, you know, breathe air for a little while.
Wait, you don't even get the drink in Onrak. You get it from Gaia.
I mean, you get it anywhere, really. They're selling on the street these days.
Oh, and Rax finds Provoca
The
at
Pirates?
Lafine, I think.
Yeah, Provoca and Lafane is a long walk for a short drink of water, I'd say.
I think it's worth it because this has got to be where our steel armor landed, right?
Yeah, hey, a
Hey,
shard.
If you give us a
You know
shard,
what?
that's worth it. And we're booking it straight to the armor shop.
There's our steel armor. Only about 20k. Okay. I think we have to sell it right now to afford it, or sell the dragon armor to afford it with Rax's current funds.
Oh, we just dropped the opal armor instead of selling it.
You sell dragon armor. It'll be fine.
Okay, we get 8,000 from.
Oh no, they. Oh
wait, it was there.
Their display is a little cut.
Right.
They just put it in the last slot for the ease of. Ooh, and a pro ring. Oh, we got money left over for a couple of pro rings. Love me a pro ring. It's a pro ring. It's, you know, it's getting paid more than we are.
Oh, and it's +6. Yeah, that's extremely good. Iker finds the canoe in our marsh lock. I'm forgetting all the names of things tonight.
Yeah, Luffy evidently has already been there. He has the canoe. You just make up a name for a place if you don't know it, right?
And we got our green damps plot.
Yo, Antlion! This is in the 3D version of FF4. This is a terrifying. This enemy has a terrifying model.
It has Invis.
Much cuter with the SNES sprite though. Invis, you can fight Invis with Lock. It's not a big deal. The ruse that some of these guys used to have. Antlion with crack. Oh, that's evil. I forgot that.
Oh, will we get the man mode?
This is a wipe. Oh, the wall.
Oh, good. We got a free turn. Yeah!
If that had been a damaging spell, that would have been a wipe. Oh, that was like... Oh, it was a lower level dive is why. I think Luffy was probably like level 8 across the board for that. But hey, Luffy has obtained the... Oh, he's got a decent number. He only needs 6 more shards. He's probably... Oh, going back in. Oh, went for... Okay, that's... I like that. That's interesting.
Alright, Dark Moon has picked up his loot. Has progressed pretty far through the seed.
I mean, he's in Shard Go mode, and he has... You know, once with the key in hand, once he does the Topher lock, he'll have full access.
Yeah, hopefully.
So he's been playing. I mean, he's been playing with a chance to catch up. I think actually, like if we're crunch the numbers, look at the time. He only has like 10 shards, but I think if he just doesn't take any grind, he could get through it.
Ooh, Luffy picks up the Flame +1 armor.
I mean, that's nice for the ninjas, but it's also not worth it. Yeah, you had to walk all the way to the Sorbius chest for that. That wasn't worth it.
Okay, Iker taking on Ordeals. Getting to Ordeals is very fast with our airboat. You just plop yourself right next to that river dock.
Yeah, it's still Ordeals and it still sucks, but it's the kind of counterplay that's commendable in a group race. Like, nobody wants to go to Ordeals, therefore somebody should go to Ordeals, and you know, why shouldn't it be Ike here?
Especially when you don't have any access to warp or exit because everything's on a stick. Rax just found the bottle, but also found a ribbon in the sea shrine.
I don't think there are very many things I wouldn't sell for a ribbon while playing this.
Hey, and Dark Moon gets the floater and the dragon armor. Rax going up against the R Hydras. That's right, we got some red Hydras here.
Red Hydras? Is it a 4-pack or like a 2-pack?
It was like a 2-pack.
2-pack?
They looked very sick, though. They were very white and pale. Yeah, there they are again. They still give their XP, though.
Yeah, they're still decent XP.
Ooh, and that Vorpal hit really hard.
Lucky. That was luck. It was not the fault of the letter opener. It's merely +1. Is it really all that good, you know?
You got the crit off.
Look at that Sun Sword. Sun Sword outperforming the letter opener, you know? You love to see it.
The thieves have hurt Dragon. They're cheating.
That was from the fighter. That was from the fighter.
It was from the fighter? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it was from the fighter. Ikir is done with the accursed castle. Oh, in Odron, one of our trackers notes there was a Fade Stick. Fade is an excellent spell for when you want to deal 80 damage, and like, you may think that by saying this I'm trying to disparage it. No, this is a very good quality of the Fade spell, is deal 80 damage consistently. It's very consistent. You know what you're getting out of Fade. You're getting 80 damage, and you know what? There are a lot of situations where I want to deal 80 damage to a bunch of enemies.
Because all the
this is an enemy, Endsinger. This is, I think, one of the inner circle enemies. In the Kraken location. Still going to punch very hard. The Alt Fiends inherit most of the stats, if not all of the stats, of the Fiend that they're filling in for.
Yeah, just not the weaknesses, resistances, and spells.
Yeah, they bring those along on their own. But the stats, they need to be provided some stats, and you know what? The regular Fiend stats, they work. They do what they're supposed to do.
We found a nuke -2 on a stick.
Nuke on a stick. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with nuke. It'll microwave
it's
some
like Fade
enemies.
on a stick, except it's much more likely to hit for extra damage, and you're getting consistently about 100 out of it at least.
Well, no, nuke is a real spell. Nuke deals like about 200 damage on average. That's end game damage. That's really good. Nuke knows what it's doing. Fade's a little lost and confused, but Nuke knows what it's doing.
Yeah, Nuke knows that it's supposed to be the best spell in the game. Fade is trying a little bit too hard to be the second best and ends up being worse than Ice 3. Fade equals Nuke -2.
I'd say nuke -1. It's not nuke -2. Harm 4 is like nuke -2 if you're not hitting an undead enemy.
Oh, not an actual nuke stick.
No one has nuke stick. Oh, it's nuke. Oh, okay.
It was a Fade -2 stick. It's like a nuke -2 stick. Harmate is nuke ×2.
Harmate's a myth. I've never seen it. You can't convince me that it's real. It's a myth.
It'd be interesting if we added plus or minus stats to our spells, like we do with the items.
A lot of work for not a lot of payout, but I'd try it if somebody coded it up.
I'll add it to my backlog of ideas that might see the light of day, but probably won't.
Also, Rax is playing with fire here, fighting some Bluties for XP.
We got her dragon and the Excal and the Vorpal.
No, that's a Sun Sword, I think.
Oh yeah, right.
Still a very good weapon. It's just Blue D has a lot of it's very thick.
The X-Cal's probably behind that TNT then, right?
I
don't think
or
we
the
found it
bottle. I
yet.
don't think anybody's turned in the bottle. They're still. This is their. I don't think anybody's got their incentive ribbon yet. All the ribbons have been kind of out in the wild, unincentivized. You're not incentivized to get the other ribbons, except when Chaos goes Inferno Claire, Inferno Claire. Luffy waltzing into the Toe Flock, about to receive his floater. Oh, nuke!
Oh yeah,
nuke on the Zeus glove. We do have nuke. Nuke has been spotted. Rax is the first nuclear-armed nation on the stream.
Iker finds the cube in Mirage greater than less than room. It's pretty good.
Oh, Cube and Mirage! I love Cube and Mirage. It's always amusing. Oh, and Darkmoon going for a little bit of a grind. That makes sense. It adds up. You like without the guaranteed healing that the Winter Tournament 2024 had, you kind of want a few more levels.
Yeah, I wonder if any of our runners are gonna go. Ooh, Rax finds double eyes. Special formations can create that. But I am wondering if any of our runners are. If any of our runners go back for that Cat Claw expensive Cure 4.
Nah. Maybe, but also nah. You gotta like remember where it is, and if you didn't write that down,
yeah,
memory's a joke. Oh, wait, what's that sleep sword? Oh, it might be a katana. Like, maybe did Luffy find a katana there? He swapped his. I guess we'll see once he swings it if that sleep sword is katana.
Rax finding the other temper stick.
Ooh, and Rax is just about in a full go mode. Only needs one more shard at the carry kill, or 3 more shards looted.
Or oh yeah,
they only need one more shard. It might be faster to loot at this point. Oh, toxic chimeras? Oh no. Jim, why must you betray us? You are but a humble dragon, Jim.
Chimeras are pretty good for EXP, and it's really cool that we can actually see them, because usually they're banished to the realm of Long Topher. And otherwise, we never see them.
Banish is a strong term. I think they're living their best lives in Topher.
They're living like, without fear of being
implies, hunted. Yeah, banished implies it's a punishment. I don't think they're being punished. I think that's where they want to live, right? Because you know they're strong and independent chimeras. They could live anywhere else if they wanted to.
Yeah, they totally aren't locked back in time by a few thousand years.
No, we just saw them right now, right? In the year 2025, Anno Domini, you know.
Oh yeah, Mechlin, our tracker, pointing out Rax is going to be able to get shards from carry.
might fight. Yeah, Rax, despite being full on shards, might fight Kyrie anyways, just to get out of here quicker. I do think the game keeps track internally of shards over the extra for the scaling, so they would get a little bit of extra XP by having it. The instant wall is a good call.
Hiker found a beautiful sight. We have 2 stakes on the screen at once.
I mean, they're not stake shaped today. They're just tire shaped.
Yeah, it's a bit risky to turn on the stake
they're
shapes
just
because they can end up on a random enemy.
Risky is a strong word. You just gotta know, right? There's no risk. You know
you
they're
have
gonna
to
show
pay
up on the
attention.
wrong
It's
enemy.
like having
just,
War Chicken on the iguanas.
Yeah, you just gotta read, right? And like everyone can read.
But you don't like the Warmech jump scare on the iguanas? Oh, I love it when I'm playing casually. I turn it off for races. Same with some of my other fun percent.
I just don't bother changing my settings at all. If it's good for race, if it isn't good enough for a race, I don't turn it on, right? Oh, Rex is going for
oh yeah,
Warmech, the chicken himself.
Looks very at home in this green cave.
Yeah, being
It's
3
rusty.
fast, it is very nice. Just getting 6 hits right away. I do like the lock 2 going on here.
It is very nice. That was a very poor swing from the Vorpal.
It's a letter opener. Like I'm not joking when I say it's a letter opener. It's just bad. Like nominally lesser swords outperform it consistently. Nice chunk of XP for a Masa -1, which is still the best sword in the game. I don't think there's anything. I think even at -1, the Masamune outperforms so many other things.
Ocelotto would like to talk to you. But it is true, for most things that aren't Chaos, the Masa is almost always the best option. XCal +5 only gives it a run for its money if the scaling on the type bonus is really high.
Well,
which in vanilla I think it's like +5.
Well, no, in vanilla doesn't work.
Well, in vanilla doesn't work, but it's like
nothing
set
worked
to
in vanilla. The vanilla is like vanilla is really only relevant as our baseline.
The XCal was actually good in vanilla though because of the other bug with crit rate that made the XCal the best in terms of crit rate.
Also made the Vorpal even worse. So, if we're talking about vanilla, that letter opener is all it's doing is opening letters. But also, you walk so slow in vanilla. Let's just play the randomizer, you know?
Vanilla has one thing the randomizer doesn't, though. That's pretty fun. The tile game. We have the Hooray Dwarf replacing Tiamat today as our air fiend.
Okay. I believe the one fiend elemental weakness I've remembered for the alt fiends is that Hooray is still weak to poison. So you can Bane Hooray. You can Bracket Hooray. Though,
and
you
we're
know,
trying
something,
it, and it
something
goes
we've
through.
something we've kind of glossed over here is Rax is in Topher. They're
I did not notice.
They're halfway through. They're on the Tia floor. Tiamat is where many runs go to die, though. Or not Tiamat. Kraken floor. This is the floor where many runs go to die.
Yeah, thankfully we don't have any white mages in the party today.
That doesn't matter. Like you're still getting punched in the teeth with a literal truck. Like we think of Kraken as an octopus. Kraken is actually a truck driver.
With 8 trucks.
Not just one truck. It's just a very big truck. And a very fast truck. Luffy has spotted the steel armor. Getting fasted up here. Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh,
Poison!
that's almost all of them.
We have sauce.
Got lots of sauce.
Oh,
and it doesn't
punch!
matter.
Oh, the wipe. This is...
Got comboed.
Ooh! Yeah, that's the wombo combo. That's the Kraken way of living.
Yeah,
like,
you take out everyone except one person.
Ensinger read the assignment and understood the assignment.
I've been thinking about making a flag set where it removes the scripts, and the final boss is alternate and has Kraken in it. And maybe force a couple nuns in party selection.
Oh, even better. Oops, all Kraken. Okay. Every enemy is Kraken. Takes you what you need to open. Balance-wise, you probably want to put some XP in chest for that. But Rax, he's largely undeterred, going right back into the fray. Baigen, rude. How about that? Just rude, huh?
Okay. We got the Masa for about 1,500 damage, and then I think it was the X-Cal for 300. That was pretty good. Pulling up to our Fire Fiend, which was Antlion.
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 Yeah, Antlion, the guardian of the San Ruby. Crack again.
Yeah, these fighters are very good. RNG blessed the runners during party selection. Oh, we do not get to res the Thieves Between unless we take an encounter, which Rax is doing.
Yeah, this is what Rax is once again on the floor where runs go to die with the double T-Rose. That's still... Is that an X-Cal? It looks like this...
I think it might be an X-Cal. It's doing a lot of damage.
It could just be a Facet Sun Sword still.
Alright, Luffy has all of his shards, is getting ready to pull up to Topher. Alright, Rax. And we're using Wall to prevent our whole party from becoming stoned.
I think there was even a Fog 2 cast mixed in there. Yeah, that's Fog 2.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the first time in a long time that I've seen Fog used unironically.
I very rarely use Fog when it's not Spellcrafter.
Luffy has entered the Temple of Fiends Revisited, taking a quick trip back in time.
You got some juicy eyes.
Sleep
right
Sword is a katana. Thank you, Adron. I appreciate you.
Okay, Rax is doing pretty good. Last swing for 86 damage and terminated. Got through, and we can res our character here. Hey, and we get proper turn order. There we go. Oh, that's a good point. It might be the defense sword.
Oh, yeah, it could be the case. I know somebody got a hurt undead sword with a decent... Oh, I didn't see... No, I think that's the Sun Sword.
Alright, Hooray here is very tanky, is using Invis. We are replying with Lock 2 repeatedly. And Tempers. Oh, that was a very sad swing.
See,
and that was another sad swing.
It's a, oh, Saber. Saber's spooky.
Iker finishes Volcano. I do not know how many shards he has. I'm going to be watching out for that in between. Luffy is coming up to Kraken. Right in Singer this time. With only 2 knights up. But with Roostix. Oh, and
this is Kraken. This is where runs go to die. This is, spooky. Rax, however, is moving on to Chaos.
Alright, and our alternate final boss is... No, just kidding, it's Chaos.
It's Chaos.
Okay, Luffy is leaving to go and grind.
A wise decision.
Rax pulling on the wall sticks and the roost sticks to get started defensively. And the fog too, because I'm assuming we don't have any Invis too, because it's mage on a stick, and it's hard to come by specific spells.
There's also the idea that this is making up for the difference in defense between, you know, the potential dragon armor and the chosen steel armor -1.
That's a good point. And Chaos likes the fog too, and decides to apply it. A teeny amount of extra defense that is going to be crit through. Okay, sends out Ice 3. Fortunately, most of the party is walled, so it doesn't do very much. And we're applying to wall multiple times to that ninja at the top for the bonus point. We're tempering up the knight.
Come on, let's see the damage range. It's a letter opener, so it's not going to be great. Yeah, you need a lot of temper for a letter opener.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that we've met the bonus point by now. That was a lot of walls. Got our lock 2. First sword out, 160 damage. And the Vorpal strikes for 1,100 damage.
That's the power of temper right there.
And Luffy does slay a Chimera. Oh, Chimera tile. Going back forth between those two tiles
this is an excellent This is a good set of tiles.
Chaos nukes Rax's party.
And that's
we are victorious.
Chaos finished.
Get your GGs out in chat.
Yeah, with a official time of 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds, finishing in second place in the second bin behind Danny with a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. And I believe, visually confirming it for myself, we are in fact joined by Rax. Good game, well played.
GG's, thank you.
Iker,
you enjoy the scene?
Kraken.
Yeah, it's Kraken.
That was a...
I guess it wasn't a Kraken, but whatever it was a Kraken at heart.
Yeah, the spirit of Kraken understood the assignments. A minor roadblock. How do you feel about this flag set? Do you like this flag set?
I do like this flag set. I do feel like you really have to find your progression in terms of access to things, and if you don't, it can get really weird. I'm looking at Ike here, only just finding the floater. I check every locked box except sometimes Marsh as soon as I get the key, because otherwise you can end up like that.
That's understandable. Marsh is the worst
very
case in the
sad
game.
pulling up to Topher with full shards and then finding the floater there.
And that's just a risk that you take. I never found the canoe, so wherever I could find that, maybe that was like, well, I don't need the floater. I have won practice seeds of this without the floater at all. so I can see the temptation, but I am certainly glad that I didn't take that approach. But other than that, I think it's a super fun flag set. You get to use items a lot, you get to have powerful melee characters. The experience scaling is interesting. It's really low at the beginning, and then it's ridiculous at the end. I got, what, like 42,000 experience on that war mech for 2 characters?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's enough that I think it would. Oh, that's enough that it would have overflowed if only one person had survived that encounter.
Right, Luffy is diving through Topher again after grinding the party up. Makes it past our first fiend.
Oh, and speaking of fiends, still thinking a little bit in interview mode. How did you like the like other than our crack and understanding the assignment? How did you like the alt fiends in this seed, how do you like alt fiends in general?
I like them in general because they add different things to the pool, and it's some variety. Like, we have fought the 4 fiends many times, most of us. My one problem, when you have a set this big, I did not bother trying to learn all of the weaknesses, which things were going to be weak to Bane or Brack or what have you. I'm just going to kill them with swords. It'll be fine. But that's a potential thing where you can either have good notes that you can check easily or learn them all and then you have an advantage. I don't mind that. I just was not willing to memorize 60 random things that I don't know.
All right,
the art's fun too.
Aikyr has gone and acquired his steel armor and is pulling up. Luffy is fighting our very Kraken-like alt fiend.
Looks like the extra XP made the difference there. Getting through it a lot less shakily.
Dark Moon currently taking on Insinger number 1. And down she goes. Luffy's still swinging up against Hooray Dwarf. 800 damage swing, and Hooray Dwarf falls.
Yep, we're moving on to the big man himself now, the influencer of time, Chaos.
Two T-Rexes on the same tile, and we are taking that for the extra EXP.
Yeah, talk about the scaling. That was 23 grand for each of the 3 party members. Oh, that would have been worth it. You got a surprise tech there, Luffy. You could have taken that for a little bit for additional greedy EXP.
I think Luffy's confident to get it now. Here we go.
Yeah, confidence. Yeah, he's fine. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about greed.
We're talking about all the tasty enemies that you can eat. Right, I think that was 3 ruses to start, 1 for each party member.
No, it was a temper and a couple of ruses. Though talking about eating things, Rax, what do you think the ruby tastes like?
Like crunch? It
Like crunch?
probably, yeah, like pieces of tooth, presumably. Actually, I don't know if ruby's that hard. When I have tasted other, like, cut gems, not like money cut gems, but just like, you know, you collect rocks as a kid and you put them in your mouth. They mostly were like cool and smooth. There wasn't a lot of flavor to them. And so I'd expect the same of ruby, unless it was really rough.
Okay, it's a 9 on the Mohs hardness scale, so it's probably a pretty
Oh
tough,
yeah,
pretty tough rock.
don't bite the ruby. That's a bad idea. Unless you're the Titan, in which case I guess it's fine.
Alright, Luffy has pulled up to Chaos. And
Yeah.
alright, that already happened. We have rezzed the other character, and we are using our Cure 4. Oh, and that extra life going to res the already living thief goes towards our total for the bonus point.
Croc again. Get them out on. I do like just the life spam here, because either it's gonna turn order is gonna get you and it works, or turn order doesn't get you and it counts for your bonus point. That's 2 swings and down, terminated. Luffy finishes the time of 1:14:44 in I think 4th place, and maybe even the 4th bin. Yeah, just about in the 4th bin, looks like. See if he wants to perhaps join for the review. And there he is. Good game, Luffy. Welcome in.
Hey, GG's. Thanks, guys.
That was kind of a C, wasn't it?
I was just talking to Winfox, and like he was like, all my practices have been like this with no magic, and I was like, I had one last night, so like whatever. And there was a lot of swinging.
Yeah, magic kind of is myth, isn't it?
It is, especially when it tries to cast item magic and it doesn't exist half the time. It's fun.
Yeah. Though, what is real and what is true and close to our hearts is Steelcast Fast.
Oh, it's so good, right?
It's lovely. I'm glad y'all had that. It made. I mean, like the party puzzle was kind of pre-solved by what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of just made the right answer even more better, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was really hoping when I saw Steelcast Fast that, like, I went back and double checked, like, can I take 3 fighters? And, oh, no, it's only 2. Alright, fine.
Do you give any thought, I'm curious, to Thief Fighter Fighter None? I was waffling about it, but if there had been a really good spell item, then it would have been sad.
I run a couple practices with 3-man, and I just didn't like it. I figured if one of them dies along the way, like, I'll figure it out, but, like, it just... I don't know, like you said, if you've come across, like, you know, Fade Sticks or Nuke Sticks somewhere, and you only have 3 of them, like, it feels kind of bad.
Alright, Iker pulls up to Chaos. We are getting all of our initial stuff out. We wall the thief, we lock Chaos, we send out a Fade for extra damage. And I believe there is... Oh, it was a ruse, not a temper. Stinger comes next, poisons one character.
Stinger, I hardly know her.
Okay, we're locking and sabering up. We are going to tear through this chaos. Chaos casts fog again for the little bit of extra armor.
Just a little bit of extra armor is a treat.
Vorpal strikes for 150 damage. Ice 3 comes out and hits the party. We keep sending out locks.
Speaking of the letter opener, that was such a letter opener of a letter opener this week, wasn't it? It was like, I don't think it cracked 1,000 damage for anyone.
It did.
It for me, but I used a lot of temper.
It was a beautiful final hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's the power of temper, right? Temper makes any weapon a good weapon.
It's true.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the
bother-
Malta sometimes.
No, I didn't bother finding the X-Cal, and the NASA was -1, so I thought the Vorpal was actually my best option.
Like rules is written, you're right. But like the game doesn't respect the rules as written, as we've seen. Like your Sun Sword, that was a Sun Sword you had on your second fighter, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Okay, it
Actually,
looked
I
like a
think
Sun
so.
Sword, and it wasn't the X-Cal, therefore
It might have been a
cut
defense
your own
sword.
conclusions.
I think the Quad X sword was the defense sword, and the Ice 3 item was. Actually, maybe that was
Oh.
the Sun Sword. Like, I'm not sure.
No, no, now I remember the Ice 3 was the defense sword, because like I saw someone loot it, I saw the stats, and like I know roughly
Yeah.
the stats, how the stats compare to the Knight, Ninja, Red Wizard weapons.
Yeah. I think it was.
So yeah,
in
that was the
Volcano,
Sun
I
Sword,
found
and
it,
that
yeah.
Sun Sword was just completely outperforming
It was
the
good.
the legendary, the quote-unquote legendary Vorpal Sword. And in the meantime, Ike here has obliterated Chaos, sent him right back to the fourth dimension in an official time of 1:19:39. And we are joined by who I boldly presume is Ike here. Can you confirm?
Yep, confirm.
All right, thank you. And GG's, well done. That was kind of a seed, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a seed, yep. I rolled a very low magic seed as practice, but not that low magic.
Right.
Silver lining though, Seal casts fast. Did you manage to get your steel armor? There's a lot going on. I didn't quite see.
I did. Marsh betrayed me twice.
It's the worst cave in the game. It is the worst cave in the game.
My
Yeah, we
brain
were
I'm
felt
sorry
so
that you had to
good.
go there. I'm sorry
We were
you had to
talking
go
as a
Right.
team ahead of time, and it's like, okay, I want to go to Marsh before I go to Earth unless I get the rod. And I got the rod, I still went to Marsh.
Same.
And it
same.
had like nothing for me. And then when I got the key, it's like, okay, let's go check Dwarf. Okay, let's go check Marsh. Cool, I got Canoe, let's go elsewhere. And
Yeah.
completely, I was in Goma before I got floated.
Yeah, how do you feel about getting floater when you already had all the shards you needed?
That was so painful.
I'm sorry that
Oh,
happened
my
to you.
It was,
Hopefully next time it works out better.
I mean, I got the loot, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need that. Cool. And then right next to it was floater. I'm like, it was here the whole time.
Yep.
I mean, I felt so good about finding the chime and then the chime into the cube just to complete air.
Where was
So,
that?
Chime, I think, was in.
Waterfall Reveals.
No, it was Ordeals. I exited out of Waterfall. Waterfall had nothing but the gold. And like,
Oh
nope,
yeah,
nope,
you went to Ordeals. What spurred you to go to Ordeals?
I got the canoes. So I'm like, well, everyone's gonna go to Volcano. I felt behind because of early game because of my accidental reset at the very beginning and losing the whole Topher to start with. So I'm like, I'm gonna go a different direction. Let's go Ordeals, and maybe I'll get a floater there or something. And I got cube instead, which was great. And yeah, let me just I do Volcano, I do Tower or Air, and I'm done. But I did get the floater. I did go look for my steel because I thought I would need it because I didn't really have any good offensive weapons. It was all just go, go, go. I had no fast weapon, so they're just sabers and tempers. I wanted the fast. I think it probably worked out at the end. But yeah, curse you, Marsh. Or they get the tail, I think. Eventually, it turned into the tail, so that worked out.
Tail was pretty early. It was from the adamant in your... Oh yeah, in the marsh, which otherwise betrayed you.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I could equip the katana and the vorpal. And have fun with those.
Dark Moon is currently fighting Chaos, making great use of the Cure 4 on multiple characters to keep everyone up. That katana swing was very high at 1,300 damage after the tempers that we have prepared. Ice 3 comes out, doesn't do very much. We swing again for 1,000 damage, and GG's.
Which is Dark Moon finishing with a time of 1:23:30. And he's joined us in the booth. GG, well played. Like, genuinely, I want you to hear this. Well played. That was great to watch you kind of leap and bound back after the thing that we shall not mention.
I don't know if you know this, but if you accidentally load the wrong seed and play it for 15 minutes, you get seed bleed when you get into the actual race.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't even think about that. That makes things a little more impressive for you.
I kept thinking, I have a bottle, right? No, I don't have a bottle. There was a lot of that going on. I was like, what is even my loadout anymore? I just had to like try to figure stuff out. It was bad, but I'm actually happy with the time I got because I was at least within the running there for like everyone. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. So other than the mishap,
the big issue.
The big issue, the elephant, which has now been addressed.
Yeah.
How were you feeling about the flag set? Did you like this?
This is everything that I normally play with when I do a casual race. Like, I like the WT flags. I like Shard Hunt. I like Oops All Loose. I like everything Cast Magic. Like, this is entirely my wheelhouse. I would have had actually a fairly competitive time if I hadn't had that screw up. Although, I'm going to be honest with you, if I hadn't had that screw up, I probably wasn't going to march to get the floater. Like, I didn't know floater was there, but I'm not checking march locked if I didn't make that screw up.
There's your seed bleed because the canoe was in marsh, the floater was in Topher.
Yeah.
Well, where was the float? Oh, yeah, I wasn't going. Well, I couldn't turn in the floater. Oh, I thought I couldn't turn in the floater because I forgot airboat was on. So I wouldn't have used it. I knew floater enabled was in marsh, so it was canoe that was in marsh. I'm like, okay, I can go turn the floater in. I don't know if you guys saw. I went to Raycon Desert to turn it in. It's like, you're being an idiot. You already have this. So yeah, thank you, Macklin. You saw. No, I mean that was it was what it was.
Franklin, do you have anything else for our runners tonight?
We noticed a lot of very high EXP yielding encounters with all of the formations. I want to know what all of you guys thought about the double Tyros, the double T-Rexes, the vampire mage tile, Chimeras.
The double T-Rexes are all nice after Tiamat's spot.
I don't think I saw them.
Yep, they were there. It was cute.
I thought they were all too late to be that useful. There were so many amazing things in Topher. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair, but at that point, you know, it's not doing a lot for you. It's not making the rest of the game faster, at least.
I guess I'm taking my points on the way. I tracked Earth for the trap tiles there. I think I did 2 of the first one because it was pretty good early on. But then otherwise, just what I ran into, like Big Eyes and the vampire packs, wizard vampire pack.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
At least it was exciting for you to watch.
It was very exciting to like erasing the 13 minutes you lost. It was it was genuinely impressive seeing you come back so quickly.
Well, I had a plan of attack. I know this kind of flag set, and it's second nature to run it. It just so yeah. No, that's it. I just had to put on my pants and focus mode that whole thing. What else are you gonna do? You know, you screw up like that, you just gotta like do it, or because you can't forfeit. You need points for your team.
No, I would have forfeit. I would have been too embarrassed.
No, I figured worst comes to worst, I get sixth bucket. So I got fifth. I'm happy with fifth bucket. So it's at least a point. Yeah. Mm.
Well, with that out of the way, I think we could take a moment and collect any final thoughts. Rax, you have anything else to add? Oh, yeah, there's some.
Yeah, just GG's to everybody. Thank you all so much for putting this on. Excited to go and watch the first half of this, and excited for the rest of this event. There's one more race in this flag set, then we get to do the next one. It has its own things, but you get to pick your party. Anything you want, you can have. I'm looking forward to that so much.
Luffy, any final thoughts?
Not really. It was a fun seed. It was interesting. Thank you to the crew for everything you guys did tonight. Thank you to chat for watching and having fun, and looking forward to week 4. Let's the fun thing about Fall League, every week is like so unique and different. So I haven't even looked at the week. It's like a little surprise every week because I don't want to practice out of the week I'm in. So looking forward to whatever next week has in store, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Ikir, any final thoughts?
Yeah, also the variety, just the variety within the week. Like you have your high power your magic ones, and you have your low power magic ones like this. So even within a single week, still get a bunch of variety. But thanks for the comms and the tracking and putting us on stream. Always fun to do that. So looking forward to Topsy Turvy week next week.
Dark Moon, any final thoughts?
Check the hash. Make sure you have the right seed. Otherwise, no, this was fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.
Franklin, any thoughts for the road?
Yeah, I want to tell everyone to have a great night. This has been Fall League, and Fall League is special to me because I started watching FFR during Fall League last year, and that was what got me interested in racing. So for anyone who's here tonight, who's on the edge about joining the community because the races look fun, stick around at least until finals when you get to see the relay race. And then if that makes you want to join us in our crazy shenanigans, which it will, we got a beautiful Discord with an amazing community that you can join. And there's all sorts of stuff for all skill levels. So I'd like everyone here to have a great night. This is Franklin RN and Scar, your commentators for Fall League Week 3, Game 3. Have a good night, everyone.